How are we all doing? Back here with another review for you all, slightly later than anticipated, so I do apologise on this one. I've been out of the country, not long got back, so time to jump back into it, and here we go. So this one we're reviewing today is from Aspire, and they have sent us the RiiL X kit. Nice little pod system. Don't worry, this thing isn't disease ridden or anything like that. There is a reason I'm holding it like this. We'll go into it shortly. But yeah, this is the RiiL X, going against the grain of the design of the usual pod systems with this. You would normally see your typical pod systems, that long style battery with your pod on top. They've gone against the grain and gone for something different, which I love. I love that they've not just gone with the usual approach, and they've come out with a slightly different design. Looks a bit like a suitcase, doesn't it, guys? But no, we'll sort of hold it properly. I'm holding it by this little tag for a reason, which we'll go through later. But here is the RiiL X, guys. We're going to go down, have a gander, and let's give you some thoughts on it. And here is the box, guys. So as you can see, Aspire have gone all out on the packaging on this. Really, really nice packaging. Aspire all over it. RiiL X. You do have some content on the back as well. I don't know which way around you're going to see this, but yeah, just a few contents, a few features of the device. Really nice packaging with this. If usually you get these pod systems in the small basic packaging, not with these. Got a few hashtags on the front as well, which I'm sure they'll want people to share as much as possible. And we just need to have a look at what's inside it now, so give it a bit of a shake. It's the only downside with these boxes, they really don't make it easy to get into. Nice push fit, I think we've got it. There we go. So what do we get in the box, peeps? Here we go. So we get the user manual, a huge user manual as well. Makes some nice on the throne reading, if you know what I mean. RiiL X, Aspire, with the new Aspire logo as well, guys. They've really made sure they want to put this logo all over it to try and spread the fact that they've changed things up a bit. But yeah, huge user manual, guys. Component view, all the usual stuff you'd expect to find. I have checked, there's no links or anything in here, so we can have a quick gander. A few different, what you'd get in the box, a few different how to fill the pod, and just a few more bits and bats about the device as well. The lock-unlock thing is an interesting one. We'll go into that a bit later on. But yeah, bit of an interesting one, this, with the lock and unlock feature. But again, we'll go through that shortly. Moving out the way, so obviously you get the device and you get your box of goodies as well. So we'll have a look in here first. So we'll just move that out the way for now. It's time to get RiiL X accessory box. It says what you're going to get in it. Gets your one AF mesh coil at 0.6 ohms. You'll get an AF mesh coil at 1 ohm. You'll get a Type-C charge cable, and you get a chain. That's right, guys, an actual chain, not a lanyard as such. So let's empty it all out and let's have a gander. So here we go. So you'll only see that there is only one coil. I have been testing this for the last week or so whilst I've been away. I took this with me, so I did only just I took the 1 ohm coil, so this is the 0.6. You get your Type-C charger, and you get a bit of bling. Not your typical lanyard, an actual chain. I am going to open this and wear it later on when we go back up and have a bit of a closer look at the device. And we'll just see how durable this actually is. Is it something that's going to snap, or is it quite strong? But an actual chain, guys. Not just a pezzy lanyard. Good stuff, Aspire, on that one. And of course, there you are. That is the 0.6 coil. So you get your 1 ohm coil and a 0.6. So you get a bit of everything there. You get an MTL experience, and also a bit of RDTL, bit of restricted direct to lung there as well. But let's have a look at the device a bit closer now. So here we go. This is the RiiL X. Not an awful lot to go through on this. You've got your airflow control on the side, which is just a push up and down. Like I say, that big shiny suitcase look with the new logo all over it. You've got your charge point at the bottom. You can see at the bottom it is a bit of a lip. Not much surface area when you put this down, so you've got to be careful with it. It can take a bit of a battery, and like I say, I've been using this for a good week or so, and as you can see, there's no scratches. A lot of fingerprint magnet, to say the least. You've got your pod, here, and I don't think I'm going to get this off with my hand. It's a nightmare to get off with your hand, so it's usually teeth job. You've got your contacts and your magnets in there. Like I said, a tiny little bit of moisture, but that is all that is there. Like I said, I haven't cleaned this up or anything from the week that I've been using it. That is all that's been produced. No leaks whatsoever. So another good point to throw at you there. Strong magnets, as you can see. Strong magnet, and like I say, well, I can't get this off. My hands are too slippery, but quick mouth action. There you go. Got your fill port on the side. It is a rubber bung. Again, had no issues with it whilst I've been away, whilst I've been using it. You just got to make sure you can get something. I ain't got nails, so I'm not opening that. I've got to use again my teeth or get some tweezers on it. No, we're not going to open that. But there's your pod, and that is pretty much it. Like I say, you've got your bit there to put your chain on. I'm not going to call it a lanyard. I'm going to call it a chain. You're going to put your chain on there, and this. Now you saw me on the at the start of the video, I was holding it sort of like this, and that's because as well as a vape, it's a rattle. Now, I mean, I personally, it was all right at first, and then after a bit, it kind of wears on you. So, I mean, you could probably take it off, but like I said, it is what it is. That's a personal gripe me with that one. I'm not too keen on that. I'm gonna take that off. I'll probably take that off after this video. But yeah, that is it. You've got your Aspire logo there at the bottom. That will light up depending on the life of the battery, how much battery is left. I believe 60 to 100, it will glow green. 30 to 60, it'll glow blue, and then anything less than 30, it will go red. But yeah, that is the RiiL X. Like I said, not much more to go through with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pod out, and we'll stick the coil in, and we'll get this set up, and then we'll come back up top and have a cheeky vape on it. So like I said, this is the 0.6. I don't think you'll see there, but there is the 0.6 to be vape between 15 and 18 watts. This device will set itself based on the coil that goes in it, and it's very simple. You've got an O-ring at the top here, O-ring at the bottom, and you just slide her in, nice and slow. That's what she said, and boom, we're in. Nice and simple, guys. We'll get this filled up now. Again, I may struggle to get this bung out. Oh no, we did it. There you go. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. So we'll get this filled up, and we're going to put some Doozy Salts Vimto Crush in there. Had to steal a bottle from the shop. I wasn't prepared. So we'll get her filled up. This is a 2 ml capacity tank. When we get this, guys, obviously TPD will not let us go any higher than that in terms of capacity. I've just slightly overfilled there, so I'll just close that off and give her a wipe. Quick wipe there. There we go. So we'll put that back in. There we go. Have a bit of a tidy up, get these out the way. And that is it, guys. She's all set up. And so I'm just going to give that a couple of minutes. So I'll see you back up top, and we'll have a vape and go through some pros and cons with this. So there you go, guys. That is the Aspire RiiL X. Love to know your thoughts on this. I'm going to go through a couple of my own. In terms of cons about this, there isn't really any. The only things I would say, and they are niggly. How good is a chain though? Got some bling now. Got some bling, and it is quite a sturdy chain. It will take a bit of that. It will take a bit of pulling to get that to snap. So it's quite good. It's quite good with the chain. Personal, again, there's no real cons with this. No real bad points with this. Again, it's just personal things that might annoy me, that might not bother other people. First one is that rattle. That rattle eventually does grate on you, but again, that's just me. Some people may not mind it. Other things, the mouthpiece is a bit thick. I've got the 0.6 coil in here, so when you're doing the restricted direct to lung, not that much of an issue. When you're going MTL on it, it can be a bit thick, and also to try and take this out is a bit of a nightmare sometimes. So It's a using your teeth job. But again, not that much of an issue at all. And again, the only other thing is because it's so thin on the bottom, when you stand this on something, it will just want to fall over. If you can get that balance right, the slightest bump or knock, it'll fall. But again, it's sturdy enough. The design, the quality is good. Like I said, I've been using this for about a week. It's been knocked over a few times. There's been no scratches to it. Like I say, the only thing is it's a bit of a fingerprint magnet. But other than that, that is it in terms of cons. Again, just personal things. Good points with this. Flavour, absolutely spot on. No spitting, no leaks when you take the pod out. Like I said, I've been using this for about a week. No leaks at all when you're taking the pod out. Just a little bit of condensation, which you get in everything. Not an issue at all. Obviously, Type-C, everything is these days, but it's always good to see the Type-C. I still love the fact that they haven't gone for the typical approach. I'm just twisting the lanyard here now. I still love the fact that they've not just gone for the typical approach. They've gone for something different. It is bulky. Don't get me wrong, it is bulky, and for a pod system, it's quite heavy. But again, the quality is there. You can really tell that it's absolutely spot on. Obviously, I love the fact that they've gone for a chain lanyard. For those that do love the lanyards, they've gone for a chain, a bit more bling. And overall, just the quality itself is absolutely spot on. Colours that you can get this in is the silver, which I've got here, and they also do a 24 karat plated gold one. And I do believe there is more flavours coming eventually. It's a 700 mAh battery in this. I will just double check that because I don't want to be giving false information. It doesn't say there. I should have checked this beforehand, really, shouldn't I? But I will just double check because I want to make sure that you're getting the right information. Yeah, it is. It's 700 mAh. Takes about 20 minutes to charge. 20 minutes to half an hour to charge. Which is always good. The only thing I wanted to visit whilst we were back up top is this lock feature. So again, in the user manual, there is a lock feature on this device, and I can't get it to work. But there you go. I don't know if I can't get this to show you. I'm just going to read it. So lock mode. After 7 seconds of continuous vaping, the device will lock, and then to unlock the device, you just take the pod out and then put it back in. For the life of me, I can't vape for 7 seconds continuously, so I don't know if it's a bit of a pointless feature. Some people out there might just go to town on this thing. You see how that's lighting up? That's lighting blue now. So it's about 30 to 60% battery in there. I'm not doing 7 seconds vaping continuously with that. So I suppose it's a nice little safety cut off maybe, if you like. Yeah, I can still vape it, so it's not locked. It's a nice little safety cut off maybe, if you like, with that. But again, is anyone really going to be vaping solid 7 seconds on this? I doubt it. But other than that, guys, I think this is a great little pod system. Price-wise, I'm not overly sure on the price just yet. But again, a quick Google search will reveal the answer to that question. But do let me know what you think of this in the comments, guys. Is this something that you'd be keen on buying? Like I said, I do love that they've gone for a different approach. It does look a bit like a suitcase, doesn't it? But so much better than the usual pod systems that you just get the pen style with the pod on top, the stick. So do let me know your thoughts, guys. But for now, that is me. That is the Aspire RiiL X. And until next time, have a good one.